The whole spirit of this show is built on sharing stories, features with interesting people, interesting things. You're going to meet one of them today, Gavin Rowell. He's a ski cross athlete competing, representing Canada on the world stage, doing the World Cup circuit, actually, in hopes maybe he'll crack the Olympics one day. We're going to learn about him and so much more on CKPG today. Always cool to see athletes born and raised in Prince George go on to do cool things on the world stage. And we have another one with us today. Mr. Gavin Rowell has been making the rounds on the World Cup circuit. And I am just so honored to be joined by you, Gavin, here because you're coming off an incredible season, ranked 26th on the World Cup circuit in ski cross. Thanks so much for making the time. And are you like rested up finally from that?
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of days. I got back about 5 days ago from Sweden, and that was the last stop on the tour. So it's going to take a couple of days, and we'll just start to get after it.
Yeah, the time change, I would imagine, is a little, a little much.
Yeah, we're pretty used to it. I went back and forth kind of overseas about 4 or 5 times this year. So you get kind of acclimatized.
Now, you, of course, born and raised here in Prince George, spent time on a couple of ski teams here in BC before making it on the World Cup circuit where you are now. But what was it like this year, placing 26? You got a bunch of points in the standings, headed towards a future Olympics possibly. Let's hope or cross our fingers for that. But as you're racing throughout the season as a member of the ski cross team, what's going through your mind?
I mean, it was definitely a tough fought battle this year. It was very aggressive skiing. And there's 20 stops on tour this year, or 20 events. A lot of them daily doubles. But yeah, I mean, it's just super cool experience to be traveling with the team, place to place to place, but keeping that goal in mind, getting those results.
Absolutely. Did you always think skiing and ski cross was the sport for you, or were there other things in motion maybe? I mean, you're 25, we're the same age now, but was there other things along the way you thought, maybe I'll be good at that, try that, or was it always ski cross?
I mean, skiing for sure was a priority for me, even from like a young age. I missed a lot of school for it. And then ski cross just looked like way more fun having 4 people in those jumps. And then as soon as I finished school, I moved out east to Calgary and pursued that.
And now talk to me about your training regime and what this is like too, because competing, I'd imagine that's not only hard on the body, but training, I'd imagine, is also not easy. So what does a week look like in your life during the season maybe? Because now it's probably a little different.
Yeah, during the season, our races are pretty stacked up back to back to back. So it'll be a 3 or 4 day event, travel, 3 or 4 day event, and that'll go on for kind of the 6 months with a couple 10-day breaks here and there. So the training just ends up being the competing, and then some training on the side. And then now that we're in the summer, we can get back in the gym and put some work in about 4 or 5 days a week.
And does it like scare you when you're going down the hill? How do you get over that part? Because I'd imagine there's a natural bit of like, oh my God, this is a huge hill.
I mean, some of the features, especially when it's not working out or we know it doesn't work. I mean, I try to lead everything's good until proven otherwise on the tracks. But that's some of the best part, is getting to experience those tracks and do this sport. That's probably one of my favorite parts.
Makes sense. Yeah, I guess you kind of have to have that mindset. I try to have the same with broadcasting. Doesn't always work out. But I wanted to ask a little bit about your upbringing into ski cross as well here, because Prince George, I mean, there's a lot of mountains around us, but not really in the city itself, in the bowl here. Now, you're part of the Okanagan Alpine team as well for a number of years. But when did you fall in love with the ski cross thing, or skiing overall?
I mean, so I was with the Prince George Alpine team for many years, training out of Purden. And then around the age of 16, there wasn't as many opportunities to do the FIS age thing, which is where it kind of opens up to everyone. And then I had to travel the Okanagan and live there. I was still enrolled in Prince George, but that's when I started doing more ski cross races. I did like 2 or 3 a year, kind of some half seasons of doing ski cross, kind of knowing that's where I wanted to go.
Now, maybe the most loaded question of all here, Gavin. I don't ask a lot of them, but what is it like to be able to wear the maple leaf on the hill?
I mean, especially the team we have and the teammates I have, it's really powerful. And especially we have the Racing Craig Leaf in Canada, and having the fans show up, it just feels so much more special. And they're all cheering for you. They don't exactly know who you are yet, but that's awesome. And then kind of having that team atmosphere, especially because we're a team that travels a lot compared to other teams, because most of our races are in Europe and we have 1 or 2 stops in Canada a year. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. We're a bit of a family.
The other thing I wanted to ask you, Gavin, while I have you here as well, because there's lots of young athletes that love hearing from successful athletes like yourself. What would your advice be to someone who is maybe coming through the ranks here in Prince George as a young skier?
I mean, especially for young skiers, making sure you're having fun. I mean, especially at that young age, the more time you spend on skis, just having fun, doing any type of skiing is super beneficial, especially for a sport like ski cross. And yeah, don't take it too seriously, but then it's going to take a lot of work.
Well, thank you so much for spending the time to chat today, Gavin, and congratulations on placing 26th in the World Circuit. That is not a mark to be, like that is just an incredible accomplishment, more or less of what I want to say. And look forward to following your journey here as it continues towards, well, you never know, the next Olympic Games. So proud of you here in Prince George, buddy, and keep it up in Calgary and the world.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll try to improve that 26 number for next year.
We're at Quinson Elementary School for another edition of Clinton and Sylvia Get Schooled. We're with Mr. Power's grade 4-5 class. We're in a gymnasium. How are we getting schooled today, Mr. Power?
We're going to be putting you through the ringer today.
We're doing wall sits. What are we doing?
Wall sits, plank challenges. We're going to be testing your endurance, testing your strength, all that kind of stuff.
How do you feel about this, Sylvia?
My legs are really sore from my bike ride yesterday, so not great.
Excited for plank. I was tying my shoes on the way here and my abs cramped up just doing that. So expect any advice for us?
Do your best, try your best. I think you'll do fine.
Everybody sit tag, let's go.
Oh no!
My legs are so tired.
I don't think I'm very good at this.
You getting that? That's real. It's real breathing. Ah, God. How do you think we did for everybody's IT tag?
Good. Fun.
Was it fun? Do you think I'm more out of shape than everyone else in the class?
No. No. Yes. No, I think you did pretty good.
I did pretty good. Okay. What do you think I should focus on for the rest of the class?
Being better.
Okay, you got this.
Ready?
Go, go, go! Thanks.
Let's go, Odessa! Good job.
I just did a bike ride yesterday and I did a ton of hills. I think I'm gonna die in this wall sit. It's not gonna end well for me. Is there anything that you think about when you're doing a wall sit to avoid the pain?
Just think of nothing.
Okay, think of nothing. That's all I've got to do. Oh boy.
So what's your name? Hey, Ben.
Just gotta think of nothing. I might have to sing a Taylor Swift song in my head.
Is it hot in here? I feel like it's hot in here. It's really hot in here.
How you doing, Odette? It's burning. I feel it.
Ah!
I've lost both my partners.
Ah!
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Ah! You don't need a gym membership. Just join a grade 4 and 5 gym class a couple times a week. You'll be fine.
10 seconds.
You did it. We did it together.
My legs, done.
So that's it, right? 2 exercises, we're done?
Totally. I don't know if I can do anything else after that wall sit.
This is like, no,
3 minutes.
I can't walk. Emily, I'm hoping you can give me some hula hoop tips and tricks.
Okay.
Can you show, what's the best way to do it?
Try to keep it up more, I guess.
I'm done. But he's cheating. Look at this. Ridiculous. Okay, what's your name? This is Dino. Look at Dino go. Dino knows how it's done. What is the trick to doing hula hooping so good?
You just do it.
We're about to walk the plank.
That plank. There's a different one.
Okay. What's the best advice you have for me to walk the plank?
Don't fall.
This is gonna be cake. It's gonna be cakewalk.
It's tricky. Look at Odette. She's killing this right now. Clinton, what's your strategy?
Tense up everything.
Oh, and he's out. How are you feeling?
Much better now that I'm on the ground.
Odette is still going. She's almost done. She's almost done this for 3 full minutes. I think I just heard 45 more seconds left. You got this, Odette. Okay, we've got Emily here. She's still going as well. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
You're almost done. You think you're gonna make it to the end?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, 10 seconds. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done.
Sylvia, are you sore?
Yes. Clinton, are you sore?
Mega sore. Did you feel like you got schooled?
Absolutely.
All right. From Quinson Elementary, it's Clinton and Sylvia signing off. Thank you.
Very exciting opportunity coming up here in Prince George. It's the Angel Summit, a brand new initiative by Mary Miting and her team here. So lucky to have her in studio today. Mary, thanks for making the time to chat. This is really exciting.
Oh, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's the Northern Angel Summit.
The Northern Angel Summit. Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
want to coin it Prince George because it's more than that.
No, it's more than that. It's actually all of the North. So, and even including some of our southern neighbors because they're still north of the Lower Mainland, let's say.
Okay, yeah.
So as far south as, say, Cache Creek, Kamloops area.
So talk to me about why you wanted to put this on.
Well, we work with technology entrepreneurs and we work with people who are starting businesses. And one of the things that came up when we did a sort of a survey of northern entrepreneurs was that they don't have an opportunity for investment capital.
Right.
And when they go and pitch down in the Lower Mainland, sometimes the eyes glaze over for those investors because we have different technologies.
It's a different world.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We always joke about the beyond hope thing. There's a different world beyond hope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're addressing that. And we want to see commercial ready businesses that are either bringing a technology or they have the opportunity of scaling their business, so going into another province or perhaps hopefully globally. Absolutely. And it's looking to support those Canadian companies that are starting up, and it's a really good time to invest in not only Canadian companies but in our northern companies.
Okay, so an example I'm thinking of here, and I just want to use it because I think it's a good example. A guy in Prince George inventing some solar panels for boats.
Yeah.
This is a great example of exactly what this is all about, right?
Simon Angus.
Yes, okay, you know exactly, perfect.
Yeah. You know, I mean, he is someone who is setting up a manufacturing process here in Prince George. His plan is to employ 20 people in this next year. And but there's also other companies. There's
a great company. Yeah, I pick on the one, but there's so many.
There's a great company in Fort St. John that has invented a solar power generator that's powerful enough to run a natural gas well.
Wow.
So that's amazing clean technology that's happening right here in the north.
That's cool. Built by people in the north for the north as well.
Yes,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
And now the uptake for this, there's a bit of a process. Walk me through if people are hearing this, they're interested, got a good idea. There's a process here, and it's not just like a one session. This is over a matter of months.
Right. It's actually over 10 weeks.
Okay, 10 weeks.
Yeah, starting at the end of May and through to June, and then the summer is kind of off, and then we start up again in September. It's actually for two groups of people. One is the entrepreneurs, but those that are interested in investing into these companies. This is a way of seeing opportunities that are close to home that can be invested into, and sort of like those TV programs where you see people investing into startups. It's an opportunity to learn the process. So we call them angels, so angel investors. And
do they wear halos? You might have to make them.
Some of them, they might be a little tilted. But they have the opportunity to come together with other prospective angels, but also seasoned investors. So we're kind of bringing in some talent to show people the way of, like, what do you look for in a company? What is an investable company? And then on the other side of the coin, making sure that our companies and our founders are investment ready. So they've got their ducks in a row. They've got their documentation, they've got their pitch deck, and angels are also working with the founders to teach them what is it that angels are looking for and what makes you an investable company.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. That is so cool. Maybe if someone won a Cougars 50-50 recently, maybe they got some money to invest. But just want to throw that out there. They're pretty good.
Shane, he's really upset. You don't know.
But if you're a business, is that the hardest part of getting the investment? Is that safe to say?
You know, there are businesses that you can scale and don't need outside investment, and you know, so you kind of bootstrap them. But then there are those businesses that it is absolutely necessary. So where you have like what we call deep tech, where there is, you know, a production facility has to be created.
Right. This is it.
You know, you have a patented new technology that you're bringing to market, perhaps exclusive to Canada and exclusive in the world. So that investment funds, and the government provides funds, but often they're looking for that private investment. So they're seeing, it's their way of kind of seeing, is this a worthwhile business to invest in? So they also want to see that private capital in. And what happens through this process is that if there's an angel investment side and the technology gets to another stage, then you've got the venture capitalists that will come in and start giving really those big
That's when you
dollars,
really hit
like
the home run.
millions and
Yeah.
millions.
We all could want that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hoping there one day. Maybe they steal the show. Maybe.
Yeah.
But thanks so much for coming on today, Mary. If people are interested in signing up, is it online on the website?
It definitely
Okay.
is. It's northernangelsummit.ca. Really super easy.
That is really easy. I will link it on ckpgtoday.ca as well. Make sure if you got a great idea, maybe you just need some funding to make it happen, pitch it, put it forward, and Mary and her team will be happy to hear it because, hey, every great idea starts somewhere.
It does, and it can happen in the north.
And if it can happen anywhere, it can happen in the north. These are resilient people that we live with.
Absolutely. Talented.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time today.
Yep.
Lots of things have been renovated over the years in Prince George. Today we're taking a look at another one of those, including the renovation of Ron Brent Elementary. Now, fun fact, this is one of the oldest schools in Prince George, and as CKPG's Michael Duncan says, it looks the same after the renovation as it did before. But it looks like today in local history, you'll see, they did a lot of work.
Looking back at an old photograph here from '99, big renovation here to Ron Brent Elementary. And yeah, as you might not know, Ron Brent, one of the oldest schools in Prince George. It's been renovated once, but they didn't change a whole lot. Just the facade a little bit of the inside, but yeah, they stripped it down and built it back up into the school that you know and that you love today, Ron Brent Elementary.
Fun fact about Ron Brent I learned from Michael Duncan is that the mural, so you walk through Ron Brent, it's narrow hallways, but it's because they stack murals on top of each other. So each class, graduating class is a mural. You just keep tacking them on. Cool stuff about Ron Brent. Easter eggs, if you want to say that. Easter was a long ago, but that's okay. Thanks so much for watching today. We'll see you for more great stuff tomorrow. Bye for now, folks.